Good afternoon. My name is Danny Ross, and welcome everyone to the AI Lunch and Learn Tuesday edition, 12 noon Eastern, Wednesdays at noon Central. So that's 1 p.m. Eastern, and then Thursday, 12 noon Pacific. I also have here the recordings. So if you're new, just click on any of the videos and it'll play the video for you. For others who have not signed up for the platform, it's buildbiz.ai. We offer a free trial, so in case you're curious about testing out the platform, just click the link. There's a lot of free things in there. You get 11 workbooks, you get training videos, you get access to the automation AI tools, and you get access to 3 different ways to make money. You can essentially build your own custom AI apps if you sign up for the white label. You can share a custom affiliate link where you don't have to know anything. Just share the link and then everyone can jump in. So, super agents, what are super agents? I get that question a lot. So, the key thing about agents are unlike GPTs like ChatGPT and other generative pre-trained transformers, they can actually perform tasks for you. So GPTs are built on large language models, so are the super agents. But the difference is are input output. You give it a question or a prompt, and it gives you back an answer. Agents, on the other hand, you can actually have them go out and perform a task for you. So, for example, I could do some research and then have the agent take that research and do something with it. So, for example, I could say, let's create a new task for the agent. I want you to go out and find 5 new news articles about AI agents, then create a blog post using that information, including a hero image and 2 inline images that describe the articles. Then I want you to email it to me at danny@digitalexpress.ai. I'm telling it specific things that I want. So I'm creating a prompt, yes. I can have it also take action on that information. I want it to create a blog post. I want it to create images that are going to be used in that blog post. And then, I want it to email it to me. I could also use it specifically to do something else. But in this case, I'm just going to have it email it to me just to have something going. So I'll start that up and it's going to run over time as it goes along. We'll follow along and check back in on it. Okay. So again, difference between an agent and a GPT is that agents can perform tasks for you, and you have access to multiple agents in the platform. So for example, if I go back here to the structure, you have the ability to take this super agent, which is the CEO of the company in a sense. You give it a task. Hey, I want you to go do this. It will then reach out to its management team. So there's a communication manager, a research manager, and a content manager. And we'll have it go out and perform these tasks based on the communication that we just gave it. So for example, I can configure this worker, and what's important about that is it's making the agents smarter. So now we've added deep research. The average GPT, when you tell it to do something for you, gives you an immediate response. Deep research takes a different tactic. It slows down. So a prompt that you give it could take 5 minutes, it could take 20 minutes to execute. So this is why it takes longer in the sense of being able to perform a particular task, but the results that you get are much, much better. So what I'm doing now is you have these agents that perform individual tasks. For example, this one here is for producing Google Docs. They're similar to Word documents if you use Microsoft. Calendar, slides. So if you create presentations like PowerPoint and so on, these are all of what we call the Google equivalent. So currently, the Super Agent solution uses Google Docs and Google Essential Tools to perform the tasks. Eventually, we will connect it to other platforms as well, but we're starting with Google. It has a more open architecture, easier to connect to, and things like that. So we're starting there to build this out. I used to have a beta acronym on the end of this tool, and I probably put it back. I took it off for a presentation I was doing last Friday. If anyone was on that particular presentation, it was at the Black AI Think Tank. I did a presentation just talking about AI agents. Some of you might have been on that particular one. And hopefully the video will be out soon, and I'll link to it from Digital Express. Okay, so I've kind of tuned up my agent. So now my agent is a little smarter. It now has more connectivity. It has the ability to use deep research. So we'll continue on with the demo. Let me grab Antoinette's link here. And let's go back here to our agent, see how it's doing. So its task is to go out and find information. So the first tool the super agent reached out to was the research manager. So the research manager went out to find 5 recent articles about AI agents. It found 5, and so it has the URLs listed here. So it's going out and doing that work for you. And then the AI Data Dart, who's a real-time retriever, is also working on the task. And now it's finishing up with the research manager. So the research managers are going to report back on what it found, which is these particular articles. And it's going to ask you, what do you want to do next? Now, generally speaking, one of the advantages of super agents is they're autonomous, meaning they'll go out and do the work by themselves. If they run into a snag and they don't know how to solve it, they will let you know, hey, what do you want me to do with this? I'm stuck here, that kind of thing. So agents are very smart. By the way, as I go along, please put any questions that you have in the chat. I'm keeping an eye on it. And also, so the agents are going out to do those tasks for me right now. So for other people that have never seen the platform, I do want to point out that we have many links in here. There's well over 90 apps in the tool, and you can download the books. These are free once you sign up for the platform. I have 11 books on building your business. We have experts that are custom trained GPTs in different subjects. Feel free to ask about them. I'm going to add a new one soon. We're doing a project with Dr. Victoria Boyd. She's a legend in the nonprofit space, teaching us on how to raise funds, how to manage staff. And we're doing a project with her. I'm going to add her custom GPT to the BuildBiz platform. So this is one of the other values that you get with the BuildBiz platform. We're constantly adding new functionality, new experts into the mix. If you're an expert on a particular subject and want to have me create an AI agency around you, please reach out to us. All right, let me grab that one for you guys. So if you do want us to help you build out a white label around your expertise and create a custom GPT, just go ahead and hit my calendar up and we can chit chat about the specific things that you would like us to do for you. All right, so let's see. We're rocking and rolling. Let me re-grab, where was I? Sorry, went right by everybody here. All right, I'm just looking in the chat, making sure I'm not missing anything. And so we've got, oh, that's right, donaldgooddeed.org. And then we have Antoinette's childcare.com. I don't think we've done one with Antoinette yet, so let me see if I can grab it. Let's go ahead under the business formation tools. And we teach this on Thursdays. All entrepreneurs, even if you've got an existing business, you want to refine what you're doing in such a way that you start taking a serious look at your business model and who's your target audience, what is the core problem that you are trying to solve. what are the transformations that's going to happen to your customers after they use your solution or product, and get all of that on paper, if you will. So get it out of your head and get it on paper. Then you can use this tool throughout the rest of the platform. So it's a foundational document you should absolutely have, even if you're an existing business. So sometimes we have businesses and we're just kind of running it in a, any way we can, right? We're busy. This pauses you for a second, just think about what you're doing and see if it still makes sense since you started, right? So there's a lot of reasons to get this done. And then I'll show you how you can use it in other places. So we have the ability to buy a domain. You can get a business email, get a business phone number under business formation. We have content creation where you can start creating AI images. We've got 2 image creators, a video creator tool, logo maker. So lots of different ways you can use AI in your business, especially if you're doing lead generation. You do want to have the ability to create a particular, whether it's a video in this case, and you can upload a logo, you can pick a language, you can pick a voice. So for example, this is probably the most popular voice on the internet.
Welcome to our AI-powered platform.
Very loud. You can upload music so that you can kind of get a different music that you want. Now, Antoinette, I think we have done one of yours before. I will let you come off mute. Let me know any particular colors and things that you would like me to try, or any particular messaging, because I can just edit one of your previous ones. Antoinette, do you have a particular color in mind for this video? Hello? I can almost hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, there you go.
So my logo colors has red, a blue, and a purple. Each of the
Each of the colors that are here. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, that's perfect. All right. And do you want a portrait, which is straight up and down, or a horizontal, which is landscape?
Let's go landscape.
All righty. So we'll do that. And let me actually, before we do that, let's take a look at the one that we had done before. Hold on.
At All Our Children Elite Childcare Academy, we're dedicated to nurturing bright futures with a sterling 4.8 star rating. Owned by Antoinette Elliott, who brings over 32 years of heartfelt childcare experience, our academy is a beacon of trust and excellence. Antoinette's deep commitment is backed by an associate's degree in early childhood education and numerous childcare credentials. As a mother, she understands the vital role of family and crafts an environment filled with care and growth for children aged 6 weeks to 12 years. Her empathic approach is shaped by personal experiences, offering children and families unwavering support and understanding. Join us at All Our Children Elite Childcare Academy, where every child is cherished and every family is welcomed with open arms.
Let me go and we'll work on getting you some new images. Here it is. Would you like to add the blog post to the existing AI news blog post? So the answer is yes to both questions. It recognized, hey, you already have a blog started called AI Agent News. Do you want me to add this to there? In other words, it's an update to that existing. So now it's taking my response and it's going to go off and keep working. So while that is going, instead of just creating random images, let's go and actually get you some images that will work for you. And so again, one of the easiest ways to do this is, let me grab your website again. There's a couple of ways to do it. And the one I recommend to everybody's new business is to do the Big Dream Generator. And so that the content that you get is created towards a target audience. It has all of the elements of good content so that you can apply it to all of these other tools. The other way to do it, and you can have the website scanned like we just did, and you saw that it really did create a very good first video. So I'm grabbing all this content, Control C, And I'm going to put it into the description that we're going to use, hyper-realistic. And I'm going to go here to AI Sales Coach, and I'm going to do 2 steps. I'm going to create a new chat, and I'm going to say, and this is something that you learn if you come to my Tuesday class, I teach you how to speak to an AI so you get the best possible content. All right, so let's take this opportunity to kind of give a lesson within a lesson. You are a world-class product manager specializing in child care centers. I want you to help me create a 2-minute video script based on this information. So what I'm doing is I'm telling the AI I wanted to create a 2-minute video script based on AOC Elite Academy, and it is taking the information that I just basically scraped off. There's lots of different ways to do it, right? And then let me go back to the website, because one of the things that I do want to show is that when you're doing these different websites is the AI will only scan one page at a time. So that's one other thing. So if you're doing something where you're building out the AI information for your business brief, it'll only do it step by step, right? So instead of creating a 2-minute video script, I'm going to instead ask it to create a business brief. Instead of answering the questions and walking through it one at a time, I'm actually just throwing a lot of information at it and saying, please go ahead and help me by creating a business brief. The purpose of the business brief is to get that all condensed into one document that I can use other places. Okay, so now it's the agent is I'm creating a blog post. Do you have to have your website already designed to use these feature functions? Absolutely not. So, as a matter of fact, one of the primary purposes of BuildBiz is to help you create your website. So it has all of the tools that you need to create your website. So this is, if you go back into some of the previous videos that are in the platform, we walk you through each step. As a matter of fact, we're working on Antoinette's website for her business, Graceful Threads, as part of this demo process. We're actually building her website live, but I just wanted to kind of give someone else a chance to talk about their business and kind of give you some real world examples. That's one of the things I love to do. So anyway, we have the blog post. It created this really interesting image. It kind of looks kind of Star Trek-y image for a header section. And then it's working on designing and creating the next step, which is to actually create the blog. How was this response? Looking good. You do not have to respond to this one, by the way. It knows it's doing all right. So it's delegating. And so it's actually sending it off to the content manager to do their thing. While it's doing that, let's go back to where we were. Okay, so now we have a document we can start using. Here's the business brief for AOC Elite Child Care. It gives an overview. What's the unique value proposition? Why somebody should do business for you? If you don't know these questions and these answers, this is why you should use the Big Brief Generator. You need to have something that's unique about your business that people are going to want to give you their money. What's your vision, right? What's your philosophy? So it's outlining it based on what it found on the website. And if for the things that it does not have, it's going to make it up based on what other businesses are doing in your space. So that's why I always give this caution. As you create AI content, always read it all the way through and make sure it's accurate and it makes sense. So now we have our business brief. We can then go feed it to other applications that are in the platform. So this is a process you can go through on your own, or if you want to reach out to us, we'll help you with those processes. By the way, you can create what's called a project. And so you can say AOC childcare. I might be getting that part right. It doesn't matter. It's just a demo. And so you can create that project. And so now we're going to feed in the business brief that we just created and ask the AI to give us some ideas. Now, you may have ideas already. Don't get me wrong. You should always have your own ideas. But I'm just showing you that if you do not have ideas for images, ideas for videos, just ask the AI, ask the tool, how do I get there? So I just took that and I threw that and so it created it. First, it's setting the context. Again, come to my Tuesday class and I'll explain what context is in prompting. Then it is giving you the first example of what it is, an engaging scene of happy children learning with their teacher. So one of the challenges with AI, and again, I talk about this a lot, is the biases that are embedded in AI systems. So it's nothing, diabolical or anything. It's just these systems, generative pre-trained, important part of the definition is that they're trained out by certain human beings. And if you ask it for image, generally it will give you back an image that's basically similar to the people who trained it. So what'll happen is if you say, give me an image of a doctor, generally the doctor will be white, male, with a beard. It just happens to be the way that most of these AIs seem to function. So in this case, I told it, that's a great idea for an image. I like it, but I need two things changed. I need Black children with a Black teacher. And that was all I needed to change. So Antoinette, what do you think of this particular image?
Amazing. That's great.
I love this tool, by the way. It's one of my favorite tools in the platform. So I can take any image idea, and by the way, I'm going to get all these images and download them so I can give them to you. And then we'll also use them in your video. So you can download that. And so now you have one idea. And then here's another one. Smiling parents dropping off their children at a welcoming facility, showcasing a sense of trust. Sure, why not? And we just have to edit one little item and tell it to go. And so let's create another one. Let's see what we get. Let's go back to our agent while it's doing that, see how our agent is doing. And we go back to our previous tasks and see. All right, so step one, create blog post. Yes, I know that. Here we go. Add a new post to existing AI. So it's following along my instructions. Right now it's adding this to the existing post, including the images. And then the visualizer now is generating a dynamic graph with upward trends. So it's creating the actual image. So it handed it off to Imogen. Imogen is under content. I believe she's under content manager. She is one of the bots that specializes in creating either images. She created an image, specifically what the super agent and the content manager asked for, which is an image with an upward chart. What's amazing about these tools as they continue to improve and grow every day, it recognized the task that I asked it to do. Then it's like, okay, I need to follow the instruction set step by step. It's doing this without me having to do anything specific. I could go in and edit parameters and change things as it's doing the process. If I don't like it, I could say, okay, that second image, replace it with this, right? And give it a direction. So I can still prompt it, but generally speaking, it's a hands-off process because you want it to run autonomously as much as possible. So here we've got a second one. Let's see. I like everything except, of course, the text here is not correct. I like the welcome to the center. We put in there, for example, the specific one we can use. Where is the Black man? I like that, right? So here we can do, so we can say, and let's be specific, all right? Black man and woman dropping off their children at a welcoming, showcasing blah, 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 blah. And so you can go granular on this prompt. By the way, there's a lot more context you could add, but right now we'll be specific. We want a Black man and a woman. So this is whenever you're doing a prompt and you're not getting what you want, it's usually a case of not being specific enough. And boom, 5 seconds later, we got a man and a woman handing off two very cute children, and you're good to go. So now by the way, always let the AI know when it's doing a good job. And it's not because you're being nice, it's because you're training it. You're saying, okay, that one is great. That one is great. And so you're letting it know, hey, you're doing a good job. So then you just go here, hover over the three dots, and then you download it. Right now, we don't have an easy way to connect the images directly to a particular app. We're working on it, it's coming, but right now you have to download it and then re-upload it into whatever the other app is. Okay, so we've got two, we need a total of 6 plus whatever we want to pull from the website. So let's see, what's this one? A group of children examining a colorful butterfly, capturing a moment of wonder. Oh, cool, let's try that one. We got a butterfly prop. All right, let's see what we get. So let's see how our agent is doing in the meantime. It's initiating the content manager. So it's going back to give it back what we've gotten. So now we know that we have the blog post. We know we have images. We know that it is creating a dynamic graph, and then it's creating another one right now, real world applications, AI agents in retail, and so on and so forth. So it's working on both of those. And then the content manager is actually going to then format the actual post. And what's nice is you don't have to know how to write these prompts, right? Super Agent is handing things back and forward and is controlling it, right? So for the blog post AI agents to do frontier and innovation, please generate, and it's telling it who you want to do it, and what you want it to do, exactly what the prompt should be. This is what I mean by being specific. An AI speaking to another AI knows what it needs to give as far as instructions, and it's going to be very specific. So now it is going back to Imogen, the visualizer, and working on step by step. And so we already had this kind of square one. So it created a kind of a curvy one, which is interesting. So obviously by me stepping in the middle, I caused it to create two of the same version. Here's the actual prompt. So if you're used to do Midjourney, for example, you would recognize the format of that prompt. And great news about the platform, you don't have to know any of that stuff. All righty, so we've got a couple of kids. Let's see where we are. Oh, isn't that cute? The prompt, again, I have to be specific, right? I only said children, so it's putting in lots of little girls, very cute little girls, and we'll get that one. I'm not going to go back and add boys because we're going to say this is a girls only picture. All right. So let's see, wait for a second while it comes back. So you see it's spinning up there. And we go back to content creation, back to hyper realistic, and we're right back where we were. So let's go ahead and save that one. We got 3 images, pictures about what I wanted anyway. All right, so we have 3 more images, so we can go back now to the AI video creator, and let's see where we are. Create AI videos. There we go. Oh, it took a second to bring back my old videos. All right, there we go. So there's the AOC, and we can go right in here to edit. So now we have all of our, if you have an image like this one, you're going to want to remove the background so that it just has the image productivity point of view. So for example, this background here is red, it should be white or okay, we'll do that another day. So there's a few things that I would do. You don't have to change it to a vector. It can be a transparent PNG. I wouldn't go to vector imaging for a logo. It's much easier just to remove the background, and then that makes it a lot simpler, a lot easier. So in the platform, we do have some basic AI image editing. Let's take a look. Let me duplicate. So for pro tip, while your AI is working on a task, just open up a different tab. And as long as you have the horsepower, you can do that. And so right now it's working on 2 things for me. So it probably is going to be pissed at me and run out of gas, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and come on. There we go. We're going to grab a screenshot of our image, and we're going to use that image, and we're going to put it in the AI image editor. And so let's edit this one, and we should be able to, let's see, magic background remove. let's see if I need, I can't remember if it's the remove or oh, that's removing a specific task. So let's try the background replace. Well, when you create the image using AI, there's a button in there to automatically just remove the background, by the way. Can I retouch? It should be the right one. What would you like to see in the background? So this is actually replacing the background, and you can tell it what you want. I don't think this will work, but I'll give it a shot. I love playing with new things. Let's see what it does. I just told it to make it transparent. So what you can see is it tried to create that image, right? So I can now actually crop it so that only the image is in there, and we don't have to worry about all the other shadows and things that are there. Also, when you're doing this type of thing, you do want to have a shape in mind, whether it's landscape or such. All right, so we've done it, and we've got that done. And so now we have this image, which should be essentially transparent, right? So we can upload this, or download this, excuse me. So I'm going to download it as a PNG because I want it to be transparent in the background. And so now I can go back to my video, advanced settings, get a logo, and I forgot where I put it. Oh, downloads, yes. By the way, get your folders organized, right? I don't think that's going to be completely transparent, and it's also the wrong shape. Oh, this is what I mean by when you're creating these images, you should have a shape in mind, meaning square or etc., right? So when I cropped it just now, I should have tried to maintain it as a square instead of so it's going to cut off the logo in the video. So a couple of choices, none of them particularly good. All right, let's actually play with it and see what we get. So we have the voice, we've got Sarah, she's female. We've got images we can upload, by the way. So we have AOL Elite Children Academy. We've got an image we can use here. Yeah, let me grab this image. This can be one of the images that we use, right? You can also upload a video, by the way. If the video is less than 20 megabytes, you can actually upload the video into the video you're making. So if you have B-roll or you have something you want to use in your images, you can do that. And so you have the meet the owner shot. That's always a good thing to have in your video. And so you can grab that. These original images, you can upscale them and do whatever you need to do to them so that they fit into your video properly. It might be a better shape for the logo. So anyway, we'll run it with that one, but I think we'll have to replace it with a square logo. All right, so here you have the first image at our children community. We're dedicating a bright future, right? So we want to change that image. So we can go in here. Oh, that's one of the things we need to change. Change the orientation to landscape. There we go. So you can do that, by the way. You can have the same video and then you've started it and then you want to create a landscape version of it. You don't have to start from scratch. You can just change the direction. So we did one in portrait. Now we're doing one in landscape. So let's go ahead and upload the image that we're working on. We have a few of them. Let's see. Oops, that's a different project. I'm working on a project for a lady and her husband who are building a website. They do senior adult daycare. So I just thought the parallel was interesting. So yes, I do everything. Okay, so we can start with the actual logo shot if we wanted to, right? Don't forget that. You can always throw your logo there as one of the images. We have our children. So cute. All right, so let's do this one because we want to start with an opening shot where someone's dropping their kids off. From a story point of view, that's a good one, right? Owned by Antoinette Elliott, right? So now we'll bring in the shot of the owner, which is down here. Let's grab Antoinette here. Boom. All right, so, yep, I've got it. Okay. Now let's go back here. Let's bring in Antoinette and should be over here. Perfect. We've got it close enough. And then we have deep commitment. So it's continuing the story based on additional things. So This image actually is not horrible, so we'll leave that for now. As a mother, she understands the vital role. So it's speaking a little bit more about Antoinette. So it brought in a nice, cute children picture, but we can actually replace this one because we have a better one under downloads, right? So we've got this one here. We've got children playing. I think we'll go with this one. And then we have Impact Post Personal Experience and Support. Join us at Elite Academy for a Charles is welcome in open arms. Okay, so we can change this one. Let's do the children who are learning not to kill a butterfly. Empathetic. All right, join us in our Elite Academy where every child is cherished and welcome with open arms. All right, I think we've run out of images. Let me try the desktop. Oh yeah, we had a cute little kid on its bench. That's a really cute kid. That's actually better because it's a good ending shot, I think. Let's use that one. All right, so now we've got basically, and then if you need it to be longer, you just type more text. The AI will read anything that you have. If you needed to add a scene, you can do that. So super simple, easy way to kind of keep going here. So I'm going to let it run and we'll see what we get. All right, now let's go back to our super agent. Oh, an error has occurred. Let's see where we are. It started working on that. Content manager was working on that. And then, okay, so it started making the actual new image that we were missing. Please generate a second inline image, right? So even when the AI is speaking to the AI, it uses please. I thought that was kind of cute. And so we'll tell it here. Keep going. Looking great. Not sure what the error was. Don't care. Let's just tell it to go ahead. I am now adding the complete blog to the post. Please hold on while I delegate these tasks. All right, so it's going off. So again, here's the actual storylines that is going to drop in there. Here's the images that is going to drop in there, and then the conclusion. So next it's going to, oh, I know what the error is. It's probably trying to use the email. I may not have connected my email to this version of the AI tool. So let me go and check that. It should be connected to my email. Let's go here. All right, it's still working on the video. When it gives you an error message, a lot of times it'll tell you what the actual error is. So it said that it's finished with the blog and it has everything here that it needed to do. And now it's working on sending me the email with it. And then it gives you a link that you can use to see it when it's done. Let's see if it did that already. Nope, I don't see the link yet. So we'll give it a few more seconds to keep working on it. Yep, it's sending it off to the email maestro. So it's working. So here you can see the final. And so it does give you backlinks, right? So it's sending you, it creates backlinks to where the original source is. So that's kind of good. And somebody's reading this article that you're assembling. And then it is working on the final one here. So this should be really good. So this is the actual header image, the overall, and then it has the tool. I would have had it separate the images, right? So you might want to go in and edit that blog post. So obviously it separates the inline images and so on. And so Ella successfully sent the email. So it's finishing up its task. So we'll check back with it in just a second. All right, here's our new AI video.
At All Our Children Elite Childcare Academy, we're dedicated to nurturing bright futures with a sterling 4.8 star rating. Owned by Antoinette Elliott, who brings over 32 years of heartfelt childcare experience, our academy is a beacon of trust and excellence. Antoinette's deep commitment is backed by an associate's degree in early childhood education and numerous childcare credentials. As a mother, she understands the vital role of family and crafts, an environment filled with care and growth for children aged 6 weeks to 12 years. Her empathic approach is shaped by personal experiences, offering children and families unwavering support and understanding. Join us at All Our Children Elite Childcare Academy, where every child is cherished and every family is welcomed with open arms.
Not bad. You want to remove the logo? Yes. Okay. It's just distracting. It's not actually helping. And how about everything else? Everything else was okay?
Everything else was great.
All right. So let's do that. So what you may also want to do is add like a QR code There's QR code generators all over the internet. You can create it if you have a Mac, or right on the shortcut, there's a way to create a QR code. There's lots of different ways. I would drop a QR code into the image and then you would have it really, really well done. All right, so that's done, and I'm going to regenerate it without the logo only because in this scenario, the logo is not prepped properly. It's not square and it's not completely transparent. So you just have to create a different version of your logo. All right.
But if I was going to use this on like a Facebook ad, if I did a QR code that sent them to where I wanted them to be, would that work?
Yes, exactly. So you would take that last image and drop a QR code on it. And if you're doing it on Facebook, you can easily just add the link right to the text. So it's not a big deal if you don't have it in the image.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop the link into the text. All righty. So I'll pause here, see if anybody has any questions. We really did a full real world case scenario today. Anybody have any questions I can answer for you? Happy to answer them. Let's see, where's our AI agent? So it says it sent the email. I suspect that the email, let's see if I got it. Inbox. There we go. Love it when technology works. All right, so let's download my image. Okay, so you should be able to see this. So we've got, this is the title of my thing. And by the way, the reason I sent the email is just to show you that it's not only in the platform, you can perform tasks outside of the platform. So it sent me this email, and there are 2 images. Like I said, I would play around with the image where it's going to be. I would actually edit the blog, but this is something that you can do. And then from a sales point of view or a marketing point of view, you can then automate this, right? So I just created this whole process. There's 2 new things. One is memories. Like, for example, I did not have to actually give it my email address because I created a memory that listed my name and my email address and my phone number. Okay. So by the way, I'm going to give all of this to you guys. And I'll drop that in the chat if you need to reach out to me, or you can use my Calendly link. I gave that to you one time. I'll make sure I'll give it again. If you want to make money off the platform and you want to create your own version of it, create your own AI agency, you can do that. There's 2 ways to make money. The first is you'll see a little share affiliate link here. Feel free to just click on that and you share that with anybody, 50%. And then white label is an additional $27 a month. What you get for that is you get all of the custom AI apps. So the reason why that's there is so that you can white label, change the logos, create your own domain, add your own domain, own business, and we'll help you do it. So we have done with you, which is what we're doing today, where I show you how to do things in the platform. And then we have done for you. We have 3 VAs that can help you build websites. There's a website builder in here. This is the one I recommend you use, AEO Website Creator. That's the one we're using for Annette's website. And so I would recommend that you do that one. And then we have the ability for now you would have your own platform, call it anything you want, and you can resell all the tools that I have in here. Plus you can create your own custom AI apps based on your expertise. So those are all the things that we can do. So, all right, so the new one should be done. And we won't play the whole thing. We'll just look at the beginning.
At All Our Children Elite Childcare Academy, we're dedicated to nurturing bright futures with a sterling 4.8 star rating. Owned by Antoinette Elliott, who brings over 32 years of heartfelt childcare experience, our academy.
Perfect. So I'll download that guy. So when you go here to get it out of the system, you do the editing. You can share it directly from here, but that's only for people who are in your platform. The way to get it out is you go here to your file storage. By the way, for the new people, you get 5 terabytes of storage. That alone is worth $20 a month. But anyway, you get the ability to download the video from in here. So I'm downloading it now. And then also in your vault, you'll have all of your images, and you can get to it by going here, content creation, and then going down to file storage. And you can see all your images, proposals, videos, movies that you've created, big dream generator content, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see it all right there. All right, so I just downloaded that. Let me grab it here. Hold on. And grab a file and get our download and our video, and should be, yep, it's small enough. I thought so. And boom, it is up there. So Antoinette, go ahead and grab it out of the chat and you should be good to go. All right, anybody else have any questions that I might have missed? I'm just looking through the chat, making sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. All right, fantastic. So again, for people who are new, please join me at 7 p.m. this evening. I will put that in the chat again for you to sign up if you have not already done so. I will be starting at the very beginning, right? I'll be talking about AI agents some more, but I'll also be speaking specifically about how to use the Create method, which is the foundational tool you need to speak to any AI.
At All Our Children Elite Child Care Academy, we're dedicated to nurturing bright futures with Sterling 4.0.
Annette is enjoying her. So you have the ability to learn the Create method, which is teaching you the foundational way to speak to any AI tool, not just our platform. And then I'll also walk through some of the key apps that are in here that I touched on just a few of them. There is quite a few, and I'm adding new ones all of the time. This new AI Humanizer app, I joked on Friday's training, but the AI Humanizer is an app where you give it the AI generated content that, like, for example, the sales coach just gave you, but you want to make it humanized so that it can get past the AI detectors that are out there. So it'll actually take the content that the AI created, run it against the AI detection, see the score. If the score is less than 80%, it'll rewrite it to make it sound more human, feed it back to the detector until it goes back and forth 4 times if it needs to get it to be above 80% human, and then it'll give it back to you. So this is the AI wars that have just started, right? The detectors against the generators, and this humanizer tool will take your AI generated content and make it sound more human. So anyway, that's a new tool that's in the platform. All right, everyone, we're not too far over, about 4 minutes over, so not too bad. Remember, tomorrow, it'll be 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central. I have some ideas about how to use AI specifically for getting new leads, generating ads, and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to change up the Wednesday training to be a little more focused on that. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you very, very much for jumping on this call Tuesday edition. I'm going to sign off now. Everybody have a great day. Thank you very much. Thanks, Pamela. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Donald, Kathy. I appreciate it. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.